So I'm the host. Hello, guys. You're chilling with Black Jerk. And
Wow, he's taking over now. So, hello guys, welcome to Chilling with Kwaksy.
kidding, though. Yo,
Well, it's a weird thing. I'm not hosting the live, but hey, still my show. Come on.
we're taking over. Taking over. Popping up on you.
Yes.
Popping up on you.
So guys,
What's up?
I should chilling with Blackjack SA.
I
As
actually
you-
can't
you
hear
can-
you.
Pardon? Can you hear
I
me
can't
now?
hear you. Yeah.
You can hear me now.
I can hear you, but I can't.
The buffering to stop buffering. So, can you hear me now? Is
I
this
can
better?
hear you. I got a call. That's the problem. I got a call.
Oh, okay, cool. Thank you so much for joining Chilling with Kwaksy. Can you please tell people who is Blackjack SA?
Who is Blackjack? Okay, hold on. How do I start it off? How do you tell people who you are first? I believe that you just sit with someone and just talk it out and then they get to know who you are. I've never been one to be able to describe who I am. But
Yeah,
at the most, I could probably say I am a practitioner of the art of rap and
Yeah.
hip hop, member of culture of hip hop, and basically a producer, musician in entirety. Like
yeah,
from production to, well, I don't want to say singing because my voice is bad, and you might just say, you know what, just sing something, but it's somewhat singing and a composer for singers though, composer for singers. I rap, I write, and I think that's about it. Oh, and I'm a black jerk. The name is true, like black jerk. I am really a black jerk. Look at my complexion. Look at
yeah. I can see that.
Yeah.
How did
And
that?
I'm a jerk. Sorry?
How did that name come about?
The name came about when a homie of mine actually.
Alright.
A homie of mine, cause I'm mad black, like I just told you. He just decided that my name at that point, this is back in, I think, somewhat right above primary.
Yeah.
Homie of mine. No, this is in high school actually. This is in high school, but it was one of my hood mates, and he just decided to call me Blackjack. Now at this time, I was going by the name Big T, right?
Yeah.
And I was already rapping, and I had not yet found myself at that time. I was
Yeah.
already rapping, but I had not yet found myself. So now, in like after a while, I figured I should rebrand and everything. So I used the name he had used as in Blackjack, which was BLACKJACK,
Yeah.
which is the card, and also Umhlabangulo, because I don't know what it is.
Oh, yeah.
That, yeah.
I wouldn't
So
know
I
too.
was like, okay, let me just spin the word and just come up with a name for myself.
Yeah.
And Black Jerk came up because I am a jerk, and that.
What do you
doesn't just
mean you are a
my-
jerk?
Huh?
What do you mean you are a jerk?
I am a jerk in every sense of the word jerk. Like, you know how women be like, he's a jerk.
Yeah.
I'm a jerk in that sense. I think that's the only sense there is.
My goodness. All right. Okay. Again, hello everybody who just joined. We are chilling here on Chilling with Kwaksy with Blackjack SA. As he said, he is a jerk. Questions. Okay. Your phone keeps on buffering.
No, there
So,
was just something I was doing.
Okay, cool. So we are still chilling with you, and I was just telling people that. Pardon?
I'm still excited. I don't know why. I get excited at such things. Very little
Wow.
things. I just enjoy the media world. I don't know. Like I just disturbed you. You were about to say something. Say it so that the people get to hear what you were going to say.
No. You say something. Continue. It's fine.
Hey, what? I don't have much to say. I just have to. Okay, let's see. What's the first thing I should say? Hey, this is great that it's happening. Although you are mad late, like super late. To a point where I was like, okay, is this really happening? But I was like, okay, let me just wait on her because she said she's gonna get things get back to me. So let me just wait on that day.
I'm sorry about that.
Nah, don't worry, don't sweat it. It's not like I have much to do. Like I'm just chill with the
Oh, yeah.
and then so I don't have much to do. Although I was working on something on another song right before me.
Yeah. Wait. So, as you said, you are a producer, musician, a rapper, not a singer, though. So, like, see,
Yeah.
how does that? How do you do that?
How do I do it? Okay,
Yeah.
let's go back. Let's go back in time. Let's go back to 2009. I think. Yeah. I think 2009 is when everything started. Although it started way before that,
Yeah.
but 2009 is when things started kicking off.
Yeah.
I think somewhat about November or something. And right before that, there though, third term, I'm in grade 8, I think. I'm in grade 8, and a homie of mine, one of my schoolmates rather, not my homie, pulls up with this program, Fruity Loops, and he's like, I bet you can't do this. Now, at that time, I'm somewhat of a DJ. There's a program called Virtual DJ, right? And I'm
Yeah.
somewhat of a DJ on that day. One of the guys in my hood, because
Yeah.
there was another homie of mine that I used to work with, which is Big Mac, and
Yeah.
that's going on. So now I get this program. I'm challenged to try and figure this whole thing out.
Yeah.
So I figured it. I finally figured it out. But now I'm not the best because I've just started, right? And a cousin of mine pulls up on some, he raps and he wants me to produce his work. He
Yeah.
no longer raps, though, by the way. He no longer raps. Although he's one of those people who fought the
Yeah.
still. Goes by the name Murder City, Murder. That is who he set it up on.
Okay.
So,
Cool.
so now I'm working with him, and another cousin of mine pulls up, Curtis. Now
Yeah.
Curtis is mad hell. Like he can spin words from the top of his brain.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, fine, that's going on. So now I'm working with them. And before I know it, I start writing. Now
Oh, yeah.
I'm taking the program serious. I'm writing rhymes. And this is a Lil Wayne era, by the way. This is a Lil Wayne era, and everyone is just on that punchline and everything vibe. So we're trying to find ourselves right there. So that's how it started off. And then
Oh,
from
yeah.
there on, I just figured that this was not just a hobby for me. I think 3 years into it, I figured it's not just a hobby.
Yeah.
This is something I can do. And I enjoy doing this. And it's not for the money. It's not for anything. I just love making it. So now I'm putting out records which were whack. Whack, 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 whack.
I don't know
when
how to say that.
When you look back and you look at your growth and you're like, damn, is this what you really call dope, nigga? But I'm like, okay, okay, that's going on, fine. And I've got niggas who say this is dope. Like people used to say that I was on some Eminem Slaughterhouse vibe. Because Eminem is one of those guys. There's basically 3 people, if not 2 people in the media who really fathered my skill. Yes, it's 3 people. It's Lil Wayne, Eminem, and Pro Kid.
Okay.
Now these are great. These are greats. They all goats. Like they on some.
Yeah, I know.
So now there's that going on, and everyone's like, no, you sound like Eminem. And I'm like, I don't really hear that there. Although I know that I'm trying my level best to sound somewhat like he sounds, because I'm trying to flip words as fast as I can, use words in the most intricate way to have people's mind blown away, and so that happens. And then now, after I rebrand from Big T, I take a break. 20, 2013, 14,
Yeah.
2014. I take a break 2014, 2015, 2016, and I'm rebranding at that time because I'm trying to go by the name Black Journey, and I'm trying to make it work for me this time, not just a matter of I know how to do this, so let me just do this.
Yeah.
But now it's a matter of I love this. This is a passion for me. This is something I'm getting done. People love working with me. I have a vibe that I can keep up with when I'm with an artist who's working
Yeah.
with me. I rebrand. I put out my first project, which was Mask, which is ability, skill, and knowledge.
Yeah.
2018, that is. 2019, I put out the next project, which is Jerk Off. People didn't understand the concept behind Jerk Off because they thought about Jerk Off. And then I put out this project that I just put out this year. Which was
The one I listened to.
Yeah.
Oh, that was so good. That was so good. Yeah.
Thanks. So that's how I came about it.
So as you said, like you had 3 people that you looked up to, but how did you remain true to your sound, true to yourself?
Honestly speaking, I never looked at it that way. I never looked at it from a point of I'm trying to remain true to myself. I just figured that if I become a student, it's just like being in school, right? And
Yeah.
you have your teacher in front of you telling you what it is that you're supposed to do. Now this is the problem. I didn't have Eminem or Pro Kid or Lil Wayne stand before me to tell me, okay, this is how you should end your wedding. Or this is how, or Dr. Dre saying, okay, this is what you have to add. Now I have to use my ears to an extent that I've never used my ears to, basically. And that's having to understand that what is it that makes him sound a certain way? What is it that I use that gives a song this different vibe and all of those things? So it was just like that there. I was just learning. It was not a matter of trying to stay true to who I am, but it was a matter of equipping myself with the skill of being able to play with words.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So
Can you tell us more about your project? Because it seems like it's more of the like it has feeling. Like what were you thinking when you wrote that?
Honestly speaking, I wasn't even thinking when I wrote that day. Like I wasn't really saying this was not. It was not a thing of I'm trying to finish a thought or anything. It was like okay, I have so many songs I've written, right?
Yeah.
And I've been writing since 2009 to now. I don't think a day goes by whereby I don't write. So you can only imagine how much work I have. And now the thing is, I was in college. I was actually there in Durban for. Hopefully, you are in Durban. I think you are. And I used to go to Richfield College. I studied for the past 2016 to 2018. I was studying.
Yeah.
Till the end of 2018. And now at this point, I met this guy, Lynch. He also goes by the name Al Jazz. You can search his YouTube page up. I think I'm not sure what.
Oh, you are tuning on Chilling with
Sorry about that. So my phone is very busy. So I met this guy. my guy hits me up on some. Oh, I hit him up on some. I want to work on something. Now, I've always planned this because I always wanted to do something that's jazzy, that's got a jazz feel to it, like something like what Kendrick did on Overly Dedicated. And I felt like I had the right songs that would give it that feel. Now, I don't have all of these songs that I had on my process at that time. So I hit my homie Lynch up on some, dog, I need you to make a jazz, I think a jazz beat for me. He's good with that beat. So he's like, all right, fine, I'll do that bit for you. He hits me up with the beats, the first song that I recorded that's on that project, is the song "Dying to Survive," which is everything is produced by me on that song.
Yeah.
So, and that song was written for in 2015, 2016, somewhat that time. And so Lint in 2018 sends me this beat, the one that's on Dear Father. And
Yeah.
somehow, I don't know how, it so happened that at that time, I just lost my father, right? This is 2018 on June the 6th, which is the same day I put out the project.
Yeah.
So I just lost my father, and everything that I say on that song is literally what happened. When I say that my chain breaks and hits the ground, when you say that, all of those things, this is everything that's happening, not just in my mind, but everything I went through when I had just got that call. That when my cousin told me that, okay,
Yeah.
have you heard? And yeah. So since then, I started working, developing that song, the whole project.
Yeah.
Now, 2018, I put out a project that's Ask, and it doesn't have the song, that the Dear Father song.
Yeah.
Only because the whole project is not relevant to the whole song.
Yeah.
To that one song. And then the following year, I put out another project, and I recorded the second song, which was Reflecting.
Yeah.
Which is Reflecting. And that happens, time goes by, 2018, 2019, I'm still working on music, I'm still trying to find the right people. Because my thing is, my process to art is, don't force anything, allow things to happen. When the right people come by for the when a person who's fit for the song comes by, you'll just know. And that's how one of those features came about. So I'm like, okay, sure thing. Now I have this. I'm trying to now take it towards a certain direction. And eventually I find it, but now I need the right features. So I'm calling in people, trying to get favors so that people jump on the mic to just make the project successful. And that happens. But the whole project was just basically the reason why I gave it that deep emotional feel is because I figured that instead of trying to make music that is of a vibe of the now and time, why not speak from the heart to the heart? So I'm speaking from where I stand and how I feel about everything, how everything is relevant to me in order to communicate to whatever it is that you feel. So you might not like certain songs because you don't relate to what's being said on that song. And you might like certain songs because you relate to what's being said on that other song. So that's just how I went about the whole process. It was not a matter of, okay, this is where I'm trying to take it or anything. And then, the tightening up in my catharsis, which is just you speaking your piece. That's just what it is. But how I came about that time, I actually stumbled upon that title. The word catharsis. I was listening to one of the people that I really respect in this rap game, which is Moista 59. He raps with Eminem. I think he's the only person who can rap better than Eminem on certain songs.
I wouldn't. I haven't heard of. I haven't heard of him, but
right now. The first one was I forgot, but I had two titles in mind before this came in, and then this comes in, and I'm like, wait, let me search this up. I search it up, and I find it, and I'm like, okay, I like this, and I love how it speaks to everything that's being said. Because I'm not strictly talking about my relationship with my father on the project. I'm talking about the relationship I had with my father, with the whole family, before everything, and after everything, with my girlfriend, and also with my mom right now. And how she still feels about my music. She's probably listening right now, and she's probably but how she felt about my music at that time. Because she told me that, no, your music is nice, but the problem is you swear a lot, cuss a lot. And those are the type of things that I had to try and avoid when working on this project. So it was actually a challenge because now I have to leave the space that I feel most comfortable in, which is having to use the words such as the F words, the N words, all of these other derogatory terms. And now you find yourself in having to fill up certain words and you don't know what word to use because I'm not used to that. So that was one of those challenges that I faced so that I make sure that it's radio friendly, it has no age limit to it. Because when you use certain terms, you limit your music to a certain age. Now you can't have people who are above an age of 50 listening to your music only.
Story in that it's like you left your heart in that project, the one I listened to. Like it's so emotional, it's so deep. Like how was it like for you to actually, because like putting it's music, it's like you're actually telling people your story. How was that like for you? By the way,
I actually had fun after.
I'm sorry about your father.
Nah, don't. Like, for me, it was a blessing actually in disguise. You wouldn't. Like, it's confusing that I say that because I lost my father. My father passed away. But to be honest, I have nothing to be sorry about because he had equipped me with everything and anything that I needed as his son to be where I'm at today. Like, I can't sit here and say that my father abandoned me. I can't sit here and say that my father didn't love me. I had times to do that. I had times where I felt like I hate my father. I want my father to die. But then I grew up and I started realizing, you know what's crazy about life is at that particular moment when an event happens, you don't realize what it is at that time. You see it to be something else, and it might not impact you in a positive way right there and then. But later on, when you reflect, then you start realizing that wait, if it wasn't for all of these things that someone had, whoever it is, if he hadn't done whatever it is that he had done or she had done at that time, I wouldn't be where I'm at. So that's one of the reasons why I'm most grateful for how I came up as my father's son and my mother's son. Like, so for me, just going through the whole project, like the first song, the introduction to the song, I didn't plan all of that there. Everything that happened there. This is just me speaking from my heart. Like I was not even pushing the narrative of okay, I'm speaking to the next person's heart, right? Because I still want to work on that project. Whereby I plan it out, where I put it in my mind that this is my direction. This is the direction I want to take. At this time, I'm just writing how I feel, and so I keep writing. I just say whatever it is that I have to say, that I feel I need to say, and how I just felt about everything around me. And then when now I'm working on it, now I'm like, I think I was 7 songs into the whole project, and I'm like, wait, I have these verses actually, and they fit so perfectly on this beat. And now I'm trying to find a hook, a chorus for the whole song, and I'm like, I don't know what to put in there that's gonna just blend everything together and have me paint the picture that I want to paint, the way that I want to paint my picture. So eventually, with time, I'm like, okay, you know what? Use skits, because skits have this feel of making everything just blend into each other. They have they the most perfect connecting wires. I feel like skits are way better than hooks because skits what skits do, they paint a better picture than I could have if I was trying to rhyme words. Now I'm just speaking from a point of okay, this is what's happening and that's it. I'm not trying to push art or anything, but I'm just speaking and however it is that you relate to it and then you put everything together. So that's why that first song, because for me, I've always moved this way. The first song basically paints the most perfect picture of what the whole project holds. So I'm trying to hold you using the first song because if you don't like the first song, then you won't enjoy the whole project. That's how I always. That's how I'm wired. So that's what I did with the first song. And then the second song was like, okay, sure thing. This is what had happened. That's something else. That's a different story between what was happening between me and my girlfriend at that particular time. To a point where we came to an agreement of, okay, sure thing. We're gonna keep moving.
I can't quite get that. Buffering.
Oh, sorry about that. Is it from my side or your side? I think it was your side.
It's your side. I can't hear you now.
What? Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. Yeah, you talk about you kept moving. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Now I just kept on writing from like it was always from a point of there's a picture I'm trying to paint, but I'm not gonna force it out of you. You know how Leonardo there's this picture that this is something I'm also gonna be working on. There's the picture called The Last Supper by Leonardo da Vinci.
DiCaprio.
And not DiCaprio, Leonardo da Vinci.
I thought you didn't get that.
My ears are too sharp. I work in music. I have to get them. I have to make use of that day. So,
I'm thinking of the Titanic right now.
no, not DiCaprio, not DiCaprio. Like Leonardo da Vinci painted this picture called The Last Supper, and this is on the book of John. I think somewhere in the book of John in the Bible, whereby Jesus tells his 12 disciples that this is what's going to happen. Someone is going to betray me before the hen crows 3 times, all of that there. So during that time is when everything. So that's the same exact thing I always try to do. Like my thing is I'm not trying to force it out. DiCaprio, see now I'm using DiCaprio. It's all because I'm putting different names. Da Vinci was just painting the picture from a point of he's been told what the governor at that time, if it was called the governor, whatever wanted at that time, the Italian god or king or whatever that guy was, wanted at that time. And now you have an idea in your mind, but how you choose to put it out has to be perfect enough to impress the person who's going to be consuming the whole picture, who's going to be looking at the picture. They have to be able to appreciate it. And also you must be satisfied at the same time. So that's how I've always been. I'm trying to make sure that I'm satisfied with the project that I'm putting out, with the work that I do, but also the person that I'm working for or working with or trying to give it to has to appreciate it. It has to come from a point. It has to be a thing that he's looking at and sees how much detail I paid into everything, sees how much the time that I took. You have to be able to appreciate the little things that just make the picture perfect. And that's why that picture is one of the most perfect pictures ever painted. It's his two paintings, it's Mona Lisa and The Last Supper. Those are the most perfect paintings. Although you'll never be able to find this anymore, like the proper original picture. But
because there's too many.
It's been a lifetime. So that's why. That's how I just go on with everything. The second song was the same story. Because for me, every song has to hold, I think, a story. And if you look at the faces in that picture on The Last Supper, every face has its own story. It's going through something. And that's what I do with every song. So I have to make sure that while everything makes sense together, but everything tells its own story. So the first song was just me speaking for myself, about myself, and how I feel about the music industry, how I feel about my father's death and everything that was going on at that time. Because for me, music is therapy, right? And the second song is basically how the agreement I came to with my girlfriend after going through so much, basically. Because there was a time whereby she told me that I think you're pregnant. It's on the song. I think I'm pregnant and ish. And now you think to yourself that you don't have nothing to do. Like I'm broke as F. And now you're gonna have to raise a kid. So like what Cole said, you're still a baby yourself. How are you gonna have a baby yourself? See?
Oh yeah, yes.
So it was one of those things of I'm still a kid. I'm still being taken care of to some extent. Although I take care of myself, but I'm still being taken care of, and I don't have enough to be able to raise a kid because my thing is I have to make sure that my kid lives a life that's way better than the life that I had to live.
Yeah.
So I had all of that there going in, like happening in my mind. So I'm like, I'm not ready for this. So I wrote a song on that day and how I knew that almost every guy is gonna like relate to that because almost everyone's been through that experience of you're gonna have a son, you're gonna have a daughter. How are you gonna pay for everything? How are you gonna take care of your child? So I wrote on that day and how we had met up. So it starts from a point of how we had met up, going down, trickling down to that point of, okay, fine. Now I have to leave, and it trickles down to a point of you're not pregnant, so we can now chill, we can relax, and then right after, I think a few months after that day, we came to an agreement of a separation agreement of, okay, fine, this is what's happening, so you're gonna have to part ways because of certain reasons. And at that time, I was gonna go for Johannesburg. I had a job I was getting, and all of those, all of that issue was happening.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, fine. And we're thinking the distance between us because I know how she is, and she knows how I am. And if there's a distance between us, I feared that I might get back on my BS. And I was like, I don't want to go there. But if I don't want to go there, how do I not go there? Or at least, how do I not hurt her if I so happen, if it happens that I get there? So we came to an agreement of, okay, you know what? While I'm still around, let's still stick around. We'll be an item, but not a couple. I'm still gonna respect her the same way I did everything, but we are no longer girlfriend and boyfriend. And later on, we figured that. So that's where the goodbyes part of the song comes in. And we later on realized that no man, this is not gonna work for us. And there's this corona thing that's going on, so there was all of that there. Luckily, today is like today is actually our first anniversary together.
Yay!
Yeah,
Congratulations,
so
you guys.
the third song. Hey, thanks, man. Thanks. So the third song was Compromises featuring Inga. And now it comes from a point of I'm trying to apologize. I'm trying to say that I didn't want us to go where we had gone, like having to say goodbye to each other. You see, and so we have that song, and I made sure that I put Inga in a very awkward position. Now she has to play the role of my girlfriend, and she doesn't even know my girlfriend. You see, how perfect it is, like how she just played it so perfectly for me, like because when I think of it, I'm like, how do you say so much that really paints the picture that she being my girlfriend, that she is, and you not even knowing this person, and she just told me it was just a vibe. We just sat down and we just spoke it through, and I told her everything. I told her the story, and then that came up. So that was that day, and you're like, okay. And then just the fourth song, fifth song. So that's just my process of working, like sitting down with people and just enjoying the vibe at that particular time. Because I believe in energy. Like energy would never misdirect you, or like it will never direct you the wrong way. I don't care who says. Energy is the best thing ever.
True.
So, yeah, that's it.
True. Wow, like seriously,
that's how we came about the whole song.
Amazing. Like what I've got from you, like wow, like you actually put yourself out there in your songs, you tell your story right there, and and the final product is actually I won't say it is dope. Like it's
proud of myself.
But where do you see yourself musically? Like where to from now?
Right now, let's see. My thing is right now I'm just working. Like you see, right after I dropped that project, I already had like 3 other projects in process,
Yeah.
and these are with niggas. Um, one of like there's one of my homies from Nigeria,
Yeah.
and he hit me up on some. I want you to help me out produce this whole thing, and
Yeah.
it's just gonna. It most probably is gonna be an EP between me and him. We
Mm-hmm.
might put it out for public consumption. Then there was something
Yeah.
else I was working on with Envy at the same time, which is also gonna just be an EP. It was just for the lockdown time when we thought that lockdown was just gonna be 21 days. Didn't know that 21 days is gonna be three. How many months has it been?
Oh my word, too
How
long.
many months has it been? March.
Too long. Too long. That's what I'm telling you. Too long. That's how
Before we knew it was gonna be too long, then that's what that's what I was working on. But right now I'm actually working on another project also that like I just said, the whole lost painting, lost supper thing. So that's something else I'm working on. Like from like your question of where do I see myself, I honestly don't know honestly. I just kind of putting out music for public consumption and just giving it to my heart, and that's just always what I've been about. Even at times when people say that you can make money out of this and all of those stuff, I was like, sure thing I could do that there, but right now I actually want to do that thing. Okay, that's something I actually would like to do. I'd love to make money out of my music because people tell me I'm too good to just rap and give out the music just like that. They're not even happy. It helped me pay my bills or anything.
Yeah, so, you do that. Like, so it's a passion of yours. So follow that passion and make money out of it. Really, like a lot of people.
I think that's my fear. My fear is once you start doing it for the benefits of it, then I might lose the passion I have for it. Because now
that's the thing. Don't lose that.
The littlest things like, okay, I'm no longer getting shows, so what do I do? I'm not getting money and all of those. And I don't want to be one of those guys. I just want to make music for the love of making it. That's just because I love spinning words. Spinning words is probably the best part about just working on a record and anything. Or just working with people, and so that's just what I try and do.
Yeah, but as I was saying, like just see where this journey takes you, and don't lose that fire in you.
I don't plan on it. I don't plan on losing that day. Like people ask me, I've had friends of mine ask me that you've put out so much already, right? And this is them talking to me. You put out so much already, and so they like, aren't you afraid of running out of things to say? Running out of things to speak about in your music. And my only answer has always been, when that time comes, then that time has came. That's just it. Like I've always believed that God got a plan. There's a part where I say this, that there was a time in my whole music career whereby I was like, people would talk about me on Facebook and all, saying that I'm into Illuminati, that I'm a devil worshipper and all of these things. And I was not even like that. I just had realized that there's so much happening in this world, basically. That's what I had realized. And I think on it. Now, the fact that you would say anything good about the name Satan just didn't. So people started insinuating certain things. And to a point where I just figured, you know what, God, if this is not for me, if rap music is not for me, then take the skill away. I went and got saved. This is 2009, that November. And I got saved and everything. And I had really wanted to leave if it's not for me. But here I am today. I still work on music. And most of the people that I started with are no longer here with me. So that's just telling to me. That just tells me that this is not just for play. This is not a hobby to me. This is not just for the sake of it. It helps me cope with so much because, we live in an age whereby depression is something that people now start to realize, and this thing has been going on for so long that so much has been going on for so long that and people didn't take all of those things into consideration until the modern times whereby everything can be recorded over a phone and put out. As much as I'm not a big supporter of the whole media movement, but also it helps in certain situations. Imagine how many people killed themselves over the fact that they lost someone, over the fact that they didn't have a good relationship with their parents. I had a great relationship with my father and my mother. To a point where people would ask me, "How do you speak to your parents like that?" Because when my mom calls, I'd be like, "Cherkatata," and people would be like, "What? How do you talk to your parents like that?" And I'm like, "It's just chill. It's just chill." Because I started growing mentally, realizing that my father was not beating me up because he hated me. He was beating me up. He was. What's the word? Discipline. It was discipline. He was teaching me certain things, and I was not getting them. So he figured that if I use this method is going to put me here. And today, I'm thankful for that day. At first, I wasn't. I was like, I want him to die. That nigga must die. That guy, I hate him. He must leave. But now I'm like,
look at you now.
Exactly.
Man.
Exactly.
Do you have anything to say to people, like your last parting words?
For me, I can't say it's my last parting words because the reason why I don't want to say that is that I'm not leaving anytime soon. I'm dying when I'm 84. When I'm 84, ask me for those words. So those are going to be my parting words. But no, I understand what you're talking about. No, I understand what you're talking about. But then, like I'm saying, like at most, the one thing that I really would say is I'm thankful. Firstly, that's the first thing, and for everyone who supported me with the whole the people who were there to listen to my music before it got out and help me somewhat choose the right songs to put out on the project or what. I did all of that there almost by myself. And the people who supported me by just going out to check out my music, to listen to my music, and spread it out because I was looking at how it was doing that first week, and I was like, this is way better than any of my projects have ever done in the first week. And I'm very grateful for that. Actually, in the first month, this is actually the best results I've ever had.
Oh, that's so cool. Yeah.
So I was, and that was it was like a realization point for me. When you speak from the heart and you don't force anything out, and you're not trying to impress anyone, you just say, speaking your piece, like it shows. It's telling, and it helps. It communicates to the next person.
Yeah.
So I'm thankful for that day. And also, they should wait for my next project, I guess. And besides that, man, like I feel like we should stop what we're doing, like what's happening in the world. The whole gender-based violence. Although I feel like women are somewhat biased to the fact that they the majority of what's happening. They in the majority side of the bad impact of what's happening right now.
What do you mean by that?
How we just pushing the agenda of just women being beat up by men. I feel like we should be pushing both agendas of just the gender being abuse between the genders, between the two genders. Because it's not a matter of women. It's not just about women being beat up. Because there's men who get beat up. For example, there's gay people who get beat up for being gay. Being beat up by men. These are men being beat up by other men, for starters. We have men being beat up by women, and we ignore that because we make those people jokes. We laugh about it, and it's just as serious as having a woman being beat up, having me beat you up. It's just as serious. So I feel like those are the certain things that we have to start considering. Because what are we gonna do? Are we gonna wait until this comes into the media whereby I'm now being beat whereby you now beating me up. Are we gonna wait for that time before we start fighting against that thing?
Yeah.
Because if that's what we're waiting for, if we're waiting to see things before we take action, then we're forever gonna fall short because it's gonna be 3 steps ahead of us by the time it happens, by the time it gets to us. And whereas we had a time whereby we could stop this from happening.
Yeah.
We could talk to the people, stop this from happening. Because gender-based violence is just gender-based violence. It's not just women women abuse or anything. There's so many ways that this thing is being pushed, and you sit there and like people are. I always feel like some people are ignorant to the reality of the word gender. They just want to push their own narrative because they have certain vendettas they want to settle or anything. So that's just how I feel about that situation. Man. And then there's this whole corona thing. I think I got corona, by the way. This is not my voice. No, for real. I'm serious.
Wow.
No, I'm not serious. I'm dead serious. That was a quick switch up. But I'm dead serious. I really got corona. I went to test on Tuesday. I'm waiting for my results to come out tomorrow.
Let's hope it's nothing serious, but let's hope you get better soon.
Yeah, I should. Yeah. I think I will because I don't have any underlying disease or anything. And that's something that's also a problem for us in South Africa right now because now we're not being killed by corona. And we think that we're being killed by corona. And it's a matter of what do you have inside that thing. Corona is just an enzyme to your disease. It's going to speed up the reaction of your death.
Yeah.
Of your disease killing you, if that makes any sense. Hopefully, get it done. And now we're being psychological. We get psychologically ill before we even get physically ill. And what happens is the whole agenda being pushed, and now here you are, you panicking, paranoid, and thinking just do all of this. Whereas we could just sit at home. Like I feel like the world has to go back to stage 5. Was it stage 5 or level 5? Whatever that ish was, I don't really watch things like that. Like whatever that was, we have to go back to that level, so that everyone is aware of what's happening. I feel like people aren't aware. People just take this thing for granted. I was one of those people. I won't even lie. I was one of those people who just looked at it and said, "This was a virus for the rich. This is the virus for the most prominent." For the people in the upper world of this whole earth and everything. But now I start to realize when you have people that it's taken and know of this, that's when you start seeing like, okay, this is not really child. And I feel like people have to look into that way also. Because we're turning a blind eye towards things from things that we shouldn't be turning a blind eye. Yeah.
Oh, look at the time. Thank you so much for joining us. Please don't switch it up.
No, I won't.
Okay. And please post this video on your IGTV so that I can, on your Instagram, so that I can, get it. Yes, please. And to everybody who has joined, thank you so much for joining our interview. Blackjack SA for being here and being our guest, even though we had some little bit of techno difficulty in this.
No, you were my guest.
Okay,
I'm done. I need to shut up.
Yes, as you said, just so you know that nobody can take your voice away from you and nobody can change your story. So let's not wait. And so you know, it doesn't have to happen to people around you for you to react about a certain thing or situation that is happening. So let's not do that and wait for it to happen to you or someone around you for you to be able to react. Even though it's not happening to you or people around you, but it's happening to other people. But you have to react because we are human beings.
Exactly.
True.
I agree.
Hi, Nicholas.
Hey, buddy.
Wow. It has been a great show. My goodness. And so nice.
Kill me, actually.
Huh?
kill me. Nicholas is gonna kill me because he's late. He's gonna kill me though. He's the one who's late to the whole.
My goodness, but you can get the whole
live on my IG story, on my IG.
On Blackjack, on my IG, Kwaksy _ and of course on YouTube. It's gonna be there. And wow, we're celebrating 12 episodes of Chilling with Kwaksy. Yes!
Oh my god! Oh my god!
So thank you
for having me. Thanks for having me.
Wow, so
I was actually just taking a I was just taking a risk when I hit you up on some let's try this, and I was like,
People were doing that. Better like Chilling with Kwaksy is for everyone. So yeah.
Oh.
So if you wanna
you might have more people jump on. You might have more people hit you up. I don't know.
So take that risk.
Yeah, man. Hopefully you also have a successful show with this. With the whole Chilling with Kwaksy, because this is a vibe. This is actually a vibe. This is one of those things I feel like we need to switch up, and also to push the whole envelope, push the culture forward. No, we don't get as much as people who are still up and coming artists. And for you to be there for us and be able to give us a platform whereby we can be able to talk to people who could be potential fans and also our fans about our work is just great. So I'm thankful for that, for helping hip hop. This is on behalf of hip hop. It's no longer on behalf of Blackjack.
Yeah.
We're thankful for such things. Hopefully, this becomes way more of a success than it already is.
Oh my word! Thank you so much. You're gonna make me cry now. Okay.
I don't plan on doing that.
Oh wow! Thank you. Like seriously, Chilling with Kwaksy is for everyone. Like I believe that everybody has a story, and I cannot tell it for you, but you can tell it for yourself. And this is the platform, So my good. Thank you so much for joining us, Blackjack. It has been amazing. Thank you for celebrating 12 shows with us on Chilling with Kwaksy.
My girlfriend. Sorry for that. The t-shirt she bought for me. This is actually the t-shirt she bought for me.
Oh,
I actually wore this. Obsessed to progress. I actually have to speak on this. Supplying the streets, and that's what I do with my music. At the back it says that making something from nothing. And okay, now we're done. Now.
Oh, thank you so much, girlfriend. Thank you so much for you who has shown Chilling with Kwaksy, and thank you so much to everybody who has watched the show on IGTV and of course on Facebook, on YouTube, and everybody who has been live with us. Thank you so much for the support, for the love, and just so you know, Chilling with Kwaksy is for everyone. So with that, we're not saying goodbye, but we're saying till we meet again. Do know that tonight it's double Friday because we're celebrating 12 episodes of Chilling with Kwaksy. So tonight, do join us again because we are going live again on 9 o'clock. So please be there. It's gonna be fun. So thank you so much for 12 episodes. Thank you so much, Blackjack, for joining us. Till we meet again. We're not saying goodbye, but we're gonna see you soon, right?
Yes, of course. We've got more coming.
Definitely. Thank you so much for joining us, and bye-bye. Oh, you have to switch everything off. Okay.
Yep. On it. Done with you. Hey, for the people who